Some years ago I was approached by a senior manager of the firm I was then employed in. He was a practicing Mason. We all knew about it, and where his loyalties lay, he certainly never kept it a secret from any one of us who cared to listen. Taking me aside one lunchtime, he gave me a short interview to see if I was future Masonic material, and I well remember two of the questions he put to me. One, was I a member of the Church of England? And two, was I loyal to Her Majesty the Queen? Well, obviously my answers did not convince him that I was possible Masonic material, and then some years later another man I knew asked me in all innocence, how do you join the Masons? His boss apparently was a member of the Magic Circle, and he wanted to join up. I informed him that they recruit you. Perhaps today you can apply online, but much of the selection comes from the Round Table membership. But on a family level, an uncle of mine, by marriage, not by blood, was a Mason, and would show me his prized regalia when we visited him. I was about 10 years old and remember admiring the coloured sash bands, the brass icon plates and other bric-a-brac from his lodge. He handled them with respect and pride. They meant so much to him, I could see. But I was never seduced by these satanic relics or toys of the occult. To me they were all useless trinkets to be put away in a drawer. So my attention this week was caught by the news that the Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Tony Abbott, not only had Jesuit connections, but was an elitist Rhodes Scholar himself, named of course after its founder, Mr. Cecil Rhodes, a self-made buccaneer billionaire who made his fortune and fame in the goldfields of South Africa on the backs of slave labour. Rhodes, as well as being an admirer of the Jesuits, was a practicing Freemason, and he seems to have had an admiration for secret societies, saying, what a splendid help a secret society would be. Yet through their favoured lodges these men blasphemed the Holy Bible and the name of Jesus, and all in seeking friendship and false faith in the closed lodges that lead to business and politics. Some years ago a prominent New Zealand preacher promoted a prayer entitled How to Set a Freemason Free. It was very popular, but you have to remember that as the initiates go through preparation to become an entered apprentice, they also need to be deprogrammed when they finally leave the lodge. And we say to those departing men, burn all your regalia. You'll feel an awful lot better by doing it. At the time of Rhodes's death, he left apparently £7 million, and a bursary was set up for young men and women from around the world to come to Oxford to study to become future Rhodes Scholars. I always thought of this as rather elitist, yet so many of the eager recipients are placed on the left of the political spectrum today and are happy and eager to take this blood money, obtained in terrible ways through slavery and suffering, and I'm rather surprised Interpol haven't looked into its methods and accounts and taken them to court for past crimes. Today such past luminaries of the scholarship are people such as Dean Rusk, Bill Clinton, Susan Rice, Bob Hawke and Rowan Farrow, and many others, all toiling in academia and government and subverting this fallen world to their own game plan of power and privilege. Today Rhodes lies buried in Zimbabwe in the so-called suitable resting place of the spirits. Yet Rhodes's dream of initiating the Round Table movement went on to influence other secret societies such as the CFR, the Trilateral Group, the EU, the Club of Rome, and of course Bilderberg. The Holy Bible warns us that such men as Rhodes love darkness to commit their secret deeds, and in so much of the world's decisions today are performed in coffins and other bizarre bondings, and all behind closed doors of course. These men and the organisations they promote will be judged severely for their satanic ways that they use to pollute the world and its sinful ways. My friend, if you or your family are in any of these wicked lodges or have family connections with them, run from them now before it's too late. Wives, get your husbands out of them now. Life is short, but eternity in hell is sadly eternal. These organisations are evil, they are wicked, and they are blasphemous. Well, I see my time is up, so from End Times Coming Radio, from both of us, thank you, and Maranatha.